Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman and Adventures with Rhiannon, Stardew Valley 1.5 Retired Slow Play, part number 35. We will take up where we left off, which is day 3 of summer, year number 2. And you will notice there's a couple of plants sitting in the middle of the floor. And what that is your spouse will randomly order things from a catalog that we don't actually have. It's the things that you could buy from Robin or whoever for your house. They just randomly buy things. The first time it happened ever in one of my games, it was a chair. Some weird looking, I think it was called the crystal chair. That's not nice to hit your kitty with the hole. Yeah, he bought a chair. I'm like, I couldn't figure out where the chair came from because I missed it when he tells you, or when the character tells you, the NPC tells you, says something about I ordered this or whatever, and it's the most random thing, and it's hilarious when you figure out what's going on. I couldn't figure out where the daggone chair came from. It's like, okay, why do I have a chair sitting in the middle of my loot? So he's ordered 3 plants so far. They're like, all right. So I keep finding, the first time I found him, I missed it. The second time I realized, oh, he's ordering plants. Okay. Free plants are good because, eventually we're going to decorate this house. I haven't done diddly squat with it so far, but eventually we will. There's Piglet, still a baby. Eventually we will be decorating it. And you have to pay for the things that you order unless you buy a catalog, which is horrendously expensive. I didn't mean to click on that. Hello there. I just like to milk you, Clara. So anyway, that's what that was. That's what was going on. So we got 3 new plants, apparently, that Harvey thought we needed. I guess he didn't like the lack of decoration. It was too funny. I was double checking to see if I had any extra milks in there, and I do not. So we'll pop the one that we have in there and gather our cheese. Click off of it so it doesn't ask me if I want to eat the cheese again. Yeah, we're going to check in our coop and find out what we got. There is something there. I just cannot see it. There it was. It was a duck egg. I hate it when they lay their eggs right in front of the chest or somewhere where I can't see it. I'm sure I miss them sometimes, but I don't think they go away. I think they'll be there the next day. So pop them in there and say, okay, what do we got? Don't take too many. There we go. We still have something incubating in our incubator. Well, I believe it is a dinosaur, so we have a new dinosaur. And check our plants. Hello there, you guys. Keep growing. Doing our morning chores, running around, and looks like we've got some cauliflower, I think, ready. What I see bouncing up and down there is 800 gold is what I see. So put some more in there. Plants are growing nicely on day 3. So look at that. Wild honey, because there's no flower growing, or no mature flower there. But when there becomes a mature flower there, then we'll be able to get higher quality for our honey. Eventually I'll do a little honey area. I don't want to specialize in a honey farm or anything. So we'll get it organized. You can see here we need a couple of fish, and that was the fish tank. Ocean fish, we need a tilapia. So, and what else do we have? We got a few things. We've got some bulletin board items. So we got a red cabbage to finish the dye bundle. And we need, look at that, poppy, mackie roll, I think it's a fried egg, and a truffle. Got to have a truffle. So those are the things. We got to have those things to finish that bundle. And we need apples. And we need hay. But we need all the same. We need 10 of the same quality. And that's been the problem so far. Which is why I planted more wheat. We need hay, certain hay of a certain quality. So it could be all 0 stars, gold, gray stars, gold stars, but we need 10 of them of the same thing. So that's why I planted that, and hopefully we'll get enough. What is a puffer? I can't give you a puffer fish, Emily. I don't have any, and I was so mad when I saw that. It's like, what? What do you mean you're closed on Wednesdays? How come you closed on Wednesdays? You would think that this many years after playing this game that I would remember that the Pierre is closed on Wednesdays, but no, I don't. So we're going to go have to do something else. I keep looking at that strong stuff quest from Pam. I was trying to get it off of my quest log. I couldn't remember if you could do that within the game mechanics, so I was thinking I want to get rid of that because I'm not going to be able to finish it. I really shouldn't have taken the quest, but you know, hindsight 2020 and all that. We need to go pick up our pickaxe. We've been missing it so badly. Yay, gold pickaxe. Eventually we'll get these tools upgraded, but again, it takes time and money, and we have more time than money. So anyway, yay, pickaxe. I missed you so much. I mean, you just keep going up and up, and eventually you'll end up with a iridium quality tools. And each upgrade does, I mean, I upgraded this because of that meteorite, but each upgrade does things. A hoe lets you hoe a much bigger space. Pickaxe lets you, obviously, you use less hits to be able to hit something. So a large, like one of those large stones would take less hits. But in this case, we want to hit this meteorite, and look what we're going to get. We got 2 geodes, 6 iridium ore, and 6 stone from a meteorite. And I think that's our first iridium ore. I'm pretty positive. There's different ways to get iridium ore. This was obviously a one-off special situation, but we'll get more, and we need more because we cannot make the iridium sprinklers without iridium ore. Now I remember there was a stone over here in front of the coop, and it was driving me bonkers. I'm like, I want to go hit that stone. So anyway, I didn't have my axe to get the wood, but I was able to get the stone. So anyway, back to our tasks at hand. Yep, I thought, all right, no iridium ore, that is our first for sure. I couldn't remember how many it took. So like those crystals, we only need 1, but I thought, I'm not sure. I think it was 5 per bar. And yes, absolutely it was. So we popped it in our furnace, and now we got to get all this organized. So now I'm like, all right, I like to keep ores together. I like to keep the bars together, and I like to keep them in order of difficulty and quality. So I thought, all right, we're going to have to reorganize this whole thing. That's silly. That's so silly of me. It's silly of me. But it is me. That's me. Deal with it. If you ever wanted to walk in my husband's shoes, there you go. You get to see my OCD-ness and all the things that I have to have in a certain order, a certain way. It drives me nuts, and it drives him a little bit nuts. But I'm not nuts. My doctor tells me I'm not nuts, so, you know, take his word for it or not. You can see what we need for that iridium sprinkler, and it's going to be a while. We need a bar for each one, and I'm going to want a ton. So we have definitely got to work on that iridium ore and getting more of it, but it's probably not going to happen. I doubt that we'll have iridium sprinklers in the fall. There's just too much ore that we need, and we're getting much, and I don't really need or want to seek it out yet, but we'll find it. Don't worry. We will get there eventually. I was checking to see, what was that wine bottle? I keep holding on to that, and I'm not sure why. I know, I thought, I'm not 100% sure, that's one of Harvey's loved gifts, I think. I was trying to decide what I need to do today, and I mean, obviously we need to make friends. That's a no-brainer, and we really got to work on that. The other thing that I want to do, because it brings in money, is go fishing. And I like the cork bobbers. You can see it's wood, hardwood, and slime that makes those, and I've got plenty of those resources. So I decided to go ahead and make a cork bobber, looked to make sure that I had one. I don't know if my fishing rod had one at all. We'll find out here. And so you make it and then you apply it to your fishing rod. And I think my rod, I'd already had one, but you could see it's almost gone. You only get so many uses. I don't know how many uses you get. I never really figured that out or looked it up or cared. But if I'm going to be doing fishing for any length of time, I like to make sure I have a spare cork bobber. And I also like to have bait. And bait is made, we can make our own bait with the bug juice that you get from killing bugs. And so I had some bait, a good amount of bait on there. Not enough, not as much as I want. But I think it was 46, is that what it said? So that's okay. That's enough for us to be able to do a good amount of fishing. When the fish is hooked, you'll see how big my green bar is. Look at that. That's nice and big. That's what I like. I know there's all kinds of baits and lures that you can have. For me, this seems to work the best. It makes me complain the least. And it was really interesting on another play where my other playthrough, my other save file that I have it's over 11 years, like 12 years now. In that playthrough, I was missing 2 what they call legendary fishes to have fished every fish in the game. Actually, it got down to 1. And I could not catch the daggone thing, and so I reached out on the forums, which there's a link in the description of the forums, which I highly encourage you to go to, create an account, and join that amazing community of Stardew Valley lovers. Anyway, I posted on there about that daggone fish that I could not catch, and I had tried and tried and tried. I was in the right place in the right season, and I had some really great suggestions that had things that had worked for other people, of trying different lures, different baits and things. And so I tried all those things and nothing worked. I was running out of time in that particular season. It's like, okay, what am I going to do? So I went back to this setup. Regular bait, cork bobber. And it took some time, but I caught that daggone fish. And it was the last fish I needed to fish all the fish up. And I was like, okay, if that worked for that, if this setup worked for that, it should work for anything else. So, all right, so now I got that. That's, what is it called? Wild bait. So if I don't have any bait, I guess I could use the other bait, but I just stick with what works for me. And you can stick with what works for you, what you feel like you're catching, whatever it is you want to catch. So this is my setup. This works for me, and I get the least amount of frustration making that green bar as big as possible, which is regular bait and a cork bobber. So I'm good. So right now, I'm just fishing for money right now. That's all I care about, is filling my pack with fish. And treasure chests are great. They give you some extra things. Sometimes you can get some really valuable stuff with those treasure chests. But if I'm trying to catch a tough fish, meaning it's jumping up and down this bar and I'm having a hard time with it, I don't worry so much about the treasure chest as I do about catching the daggone fish. That's really what I want. So catch the fish. And I love it when I get higher quality. And I've lost my fishing tackle, it said. So it's like, so I just switched it out. So I put my cork bobber back on. Again, that's important. You can see people just walking by. Again, all these people have lives and they're living their lives. Interestingly, I'm fishing, he stopped. I saw that chest and thought, okay, we'll take a chance. Don't lose it. Don't lose the fish. Don't lose the fish. So I think it's interesting that they pause while I'm currently fishing. I think that's interesting. And then off they go. That's funny. Got a treasure chest. Ooh, 3 magma geodes. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Magna geodes are pretty daggone good. You can get some pretty major stuff on them. So, yeah. I like that. That was a good treasure chest. I've had better, but that surely was nothing to sneeze at. So in the meantime, we're going to fish in. We got junk. So we could take our junk and put it in a trash can, or we can put it, we have a recycling bin that we can put it in, and the recycling bin takes that trash and makes valuable items. Oh, look at all the people stopped. I'm sorry, guys. Continue on your way. Oh, look at that. Iridium quality rainbow trout. Yes. Iridium quality. The higher the quality, the fish, the more money we get. And that's what we're doing right now. We're fishing for money. Bring us the money. Bring us the fish. Bring us the money. Nice. Another iridium quality rainbow trout. It's like, yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to ignore you, but I'm ignoring you. I'm on a mission. So right for the moment, we're going to put the trash down there because we've got plenty of room in our backpack. We're going to eat the green algae to get our energy up so we don't waste that. Just making room so we can make the money, make the moolah, because we got 5,900. We need lots more money. I think our next upgrade is going to be to upgrade our farmhouse again. So, and I think we determined in a previous episode that that's 50,000 gold. So yeah, we need money. We need to find ways to make money. Fishing is a decent way. I've complained about fishing a lot, and I'm not complaining so much about it now because I have an iridium rod. I'm able to have the cork bobbers. I've got bait. So it makes fishing less annoying. I don't really care for fishing in this game. I know the previous 34 episodes you've heard me complain about it so much. I just don't like it because it is difficult, especially in the beginning, and you need it in the beginning. So, you know, it's a necessary evil. I mean, later in the game it gets less frustrating. You can see me less frustrated here. But yeah. I was playing another game recently and it's like, oh my gosh, I love the fishing in this game. It's so cool. So not sure what my next game that I'll be uploading is, but we'll see. We've got some things to finish first. Stardew Valley is one of those games that you don't ever actually have to call it done. You can play a single file indefinitely. In this playthrough, I think what I'll do is play through what's called 100% completion, which I've never actually done. I've gotten semi-close on my other save file, but I think this one, for you guys, I'm going to go through 100% completion is when I'll consider this done. And when I consider a game done, I will change the file name in my playlist and add the word completed so that you will know. I have one other game that I'm currently playing, and it is Skyrim. And when that one's completed, I will put completed and we'll move on to another game. At this time, I only have time for 2 games. That's more than I can handle, really. That's so that I'm uploading on a regular basis. So right now, I'm going to stick with 2 games. When one of these is completed, then I'm going to add another one, and I'm still debating on what that other game is. I've got a couple of ideas, but we'll see. And I will take suggestions. It doesn't mean I will actually do it. So I know some people do polls and they'll play whatever. While we're just fishing here and nothing exciting going on, I was watching, learning and researching before I started my YouTube channel, different YouTubers that were doing playthrough on their channel. And there was this one guy that I was watching who I really liked his style, and I took some of his some of the things he does and suggestions and kind of to make notes and things. And so he did, I don't know if it was a poll of what games to play next or whatever. And he added a game that I don't think he particularly liked, but when he was going to play it and post the videos, he promised that it would be a complete playthrough, that he would play a game start to finish, and that particular game had a finish to it, meaning when you hit this, the game ended, period. And he so regretted that decision because the game drove him nuts. It's one of those, you know how, I mean, you guys are gamers. You're watching a playthrough of a game. I assume you're gamers. Uh, there's so many games. I would say that out of all the games that I own in all formats, that would be on Steam, GOG, downloaded directly, whatever those are. There have only been, gosh, 3 maybe that I've actually played those games to completion. Maybe, if that. I'm not even sure. I mean, that's the only ones I can think of in my head. So the reason is that is I get bored of a game, or I start out and it's like, I'm not sure about this game, and I never go back to it, or if I start it again I come to that same conclusion. So that happens a lot in games, for me anyway. It does. So, oh, look at that nice 3 what do you call it, geodes. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. So this guy, when he did the poll, he's got a pretty good sized channel. He has a lot of followers, and the consensus was he would play this one game, and oh my gosh, it was just so fun. He started complaining and complained and complained and complained, and when he finished it, he goes, "My gosh, I'll never do that again." It was just too daggone funny. So, in talking with some mentors that I've been talking to who do play through, gameplay channels, one of the suggestions that I had heard is don't let other people dictate what you play. You'll be miserable. And listening to that guy complain about that game from halfway through to the end, I thought, yeah, I can see how that would be. So will I take suggestions from you guys? Absolutely I will. But I don't guarantee that I'll play the game. So let's see here. What I was doing is saying I want to make sure that I've got at least a couple fish of the highest quality that I could have. It's like, where's those rainbow trouts? Those may be some of my first rainbow trouts, or else I've sold them. I was like, wow, I'm looking here, like there has to be rainbow trout. No, there is not. Sunfish. I've got other sunfish, right? So again, I want to keep at least 1 or 2 of the highest quality that I've fished up for now. Later on, I keep a few more, but right now I need the money more than I need to keep the fish. And I forgot to put my fishing pole away, and I'm forgetting. Like, I started to run over there and I thought, wait a minute, I've got some cauliflowers ready. So why don't we go grab those before we waste our time? I hate wasting time and backtracking. It's like driving me crazy. So anyway, I went and grabbed those. Let's run over and dump all this stuff in the shipping bin. And yeah, look at that. Money, 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 money. Yes. And I'm going to toss that trash in there. I could go put it down in the recycle bin. What I was looking at is this wild bait. And what it supposedly does is gives you a chance to catch 2 fish. Now, I am almost positive I have never, I was putting that in the wrong place. I'm almost positive I've never used the wild bait before. I'm almost positive that I haven't. You can see I've got 15 pieces of it. But I'm pretty sure. So I thought, since I don't have any other bait, maybe we'll try it. I don't know. In the meantime, look at all those from the treasure chest. 3 magnet geodes and 8 regular geodes. And plants in the middle of the floor. So anyway, that is going to end our day 3 of summer in year 2. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. Nice. 5,800. So we'll take it. We'll take it and go to the bank. Day 4 of summer in year number 2. And look at all these plants. Harvey. What the heck, Harvey? Yeah, go to the clinic and quit ordering stuff, dude. Well, maybe not, because we use them eventually. I was checking my fridge. I was trying to think if I had any gifts for Harvey. And I really loved gifts because I'm trying to get those relationships up. Look at those red cabbages. Ooh, hello there. Thank you for growing so quickly and nicely in my farming plots. And grab our stuff for our normal things. Well, hello, Key Cat. Give you a little pet on your head. Fill your water bowl. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that our kitty cat loves us. I think we got a message. And what that meant is that I had full hearts with my pet. There's no way, unless you use mods. I'm going to pet the pig. Hello there. There's no way, unless you use mods, to tell what your relationship currently is with your pet. But I don't have have any mods installed at all on this game, and I don't want to have any. And so until when you hit that mark, it tells you. If you miss it, you forget. But that is an important part for an upcoming event, is that you love your pet loves you the most. I don't know if your relationship goes down with them. Still a baby, please grow up. I don't know. But I do know that my pet loves me, and so I will keep petting my kitty, and I will keep filling that water bowl. Partially because that's my pet. And you want to do that as part of the role-playing thing, but it also is important. So you'll see. Stay tuned. Keep watching. Oh, we got another dinosaur egg. I'm so excited. No, I don't want to eat the daggone egg. I just want to pick up the eggs. Thank you. And put them in there. Nice. We even got a gold star dinosaur egg. Cool. And what I did here was just so dumb. I forgot to put the other egg in there. And I'm carrying it around. It's like, it's funny when I look back on this and I see it. What did I do that for? I don't know. Okay, my little babies are growing in there. You guys keep growing. I don't think I had deluxe speed grow on there. So eventually I will not plant a single plant unless there is deluxe speed grow on it. So, but we don't have the things we need yet, and that's okay. And then I saw that large egg. I thought, what the heck? Why am I carrying around a large egg? Not sure. I did make a decision though. I think that because we have so many eggs, we should go ahead and make some more mayonnaise machines. And I don't know why I didn't do this before. We have a lot of creatures that are making eggs for us. We got ducks and chickens and dinosaurs. So I think that it would make sense to make a couple more machines. And because we need money, and we need a lot of money. And so that's definitely one of our money makers. And it's an easy thing to do when we have so many, what am I looking for here? We have so many animals now, and we've got plenty of resources to be able to make those machines. And then I realized, no, it's not gold, it's copper. It's like, what did I do wrong? And then I realized what I did wrong. Yeah, I show you when I make boo-boos sometimes. It's okay to show the boo-boos. Okay, 2 more mayonnaise machines. So yes, and I think we have more than sufficient amount of animals to give us eggs. I don't think we're going to be running out of eggs anytime soon. You can see I'm picking up at least 3 eggs a day, it looks like. So what I was thinking is, how do you move the chest? Because I read that you could, but I didn't want to go look it up. It's like, okay, for now, we'll just put these over here. And for now, we're going to get a couple eggs and put them in there. I already had 1 egg. Let's try not to take too many. I was trying to decide which eggs. And I thought, well, what if we do some variety so we can see the difference in the prices of those eggs? So I'm not sure if there's any difference in the brown and white eggs. I don't think there is, but we will find out. So, all right, 3 mayonnaise machines cranking away for us right now. That's cool. I think this also now is a good time to go pop those geodes. We've got 3 magna and 8 regular. And I started running to town, and I thought, we're running into town when we could go in the mine cart, which they don't go just to the mines. Like, what a dodo head. So I ran all the way back. It's like, it was silly. I was being weird. But sometimes when I'm playing, I'm thinking of other things. It could be the game, or it could be something in real life, and that's what happened. I was playing the game, but I was on automatic, until I realized that was silly. Go back to that cart. It's faster. Star shards, huh? Interesting. And some iridium ore. I knew that you could get iridium ore sometimes from the magma geodes, but I'm pretty confident that's the first time that happened. Mudstone. Okay, good. And we used 2 earth crystals. We got an extra, so good. And got all kinds of goodies in here. We'll see how many of those can go on to Gunther's. All right. Yeah, star shards. Star shards are an addition to the game. By the way, it looks stupid to have that mud thing on my head. It didn't look like a mud thing. It looked like a you-know-what thing. So I had to move my cursor off of it. Star shards are an addition to the game, and they came with the version 1.5. And so that was cool. That was a new thing. And what do we get for it? We got a crystal chair. Okay. Now, I just think some of these decorations, and maybe I just need to look at someone that decorates with that kind of stuff. Some of these decorations made no sense to me, and that crystal chair was one of them. It's not my style. This is retro to me. And, you know, we live in a farmhouse. We don't live in a mansion or mausoleum. I was like, that didn't make sense at all. So it's a mineral. So what I try to do, as you can see, is put minerals in the mineral chest and kind of storing some things that we have extras of. Don't know what I'm going to do with a crystal chair. Didn't make sense to me in the least. But we need to keep our stuff cranking along. Now we got 2 iridium ore. That's it. That's really kind of sad. We'll get there, though. All I was doing is saying, okay, what's the least amount of bars? And I think it was the quartz. So we need to process some quartz. So that was what I was doing. What I do is I look at, say, okay, what am I low on? What's the lowest thing that I have? And the answer was the quartz. Okay, now we're going to open this up. Now we got a problem again. Because our bars are not in order. Because the iridium ore is the highest quality. So I thought, okay, now I got to reorganize this. Oh, you got to love it, right? I mean, everybody needs to have someone that's really organized in their life, right? Put them in the order of quality. I really debated about that. There we go. I feel better. And put my wood at the end. I usually keep the wood and the stone by each other, and that's what I was thinking about here. Then I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with this daggone chair. Like, okay, let's go stick it by the fireplace for now. What I'm doing is right-clicking. When you right-click, you can turn things in different directions. And then I thought, okay, let's move the plants that Harvey so nicely decided to buy. Like I said, eventually this whole place is going to be decorated. I mean, there's just tons of things you can decorate with. You can do your own style, your own whatever. You can do the wallpaper. There's lots of things you could do. But generally, I don't really get into that too big until I can afford to buy the catalog. You can buy a catalog. This is not a spoiler because it's already, you should already have seen it by now. But you can buy a catalog where you can, wallpaper, carpets, furniture, decorations. And so that's when when I can buy that and I can afford to buy that, that's when I just go hog wild and completely decorate my place. And if you want to see what a fully decorated house looks like, you can go to my playlist that has game reviews, and I did do a review of Stardew Valley, and in that I included screenshots both of my outside of my farm but also the inside of the farmhouse that's been fully upgraded and fully decorated, and it's just my own vision of what I think it should look like. Everybody has their own, and I did steal some ideas from other people. So anyway, that's what I do. As you can see, I'm preparing to go fishing again. Money is good. I made 2 extra cork bobbers, and I wasn't sure how long I was going to fish. It's, not even 1 o'clock. I decided that I was going to go down. There is a I guess a fishing pond down here. And I thought, well, why don't we just go down there? It's closer to home. And I fished there one other time, and I didn't have very good luck, but I thought that had to just have been a bad luck situation. So we're going to come down here and give it a try. And again, this is right south of our house. It's not very far away. And when I hit maximum from the end, I'm right there next to that downed log. And I thought, well, that should be good, right? Who knows what we can catch down there? And we catch green algae is what we caught. So, yeah, I figured that was a one-off. Now we got some broken glasses. So, okay. And Coca-Cola. So 3 for 3. We're getting junk. Okay, now is that just simply a run of bad luck? Let's see what we can get with the fish. And, you know, you get different fish in the ponds, or they call them lakes, or river or ocean. You get different fish. So that's a pike. That's not bad. So I decided I'm just going to throw these things away. And we're going to hang on to that because it gives us energy. We'll just keep going for a while longer. So 25% or 75% was trash on our first 4 hits. Okay, so what happened right there is I was playing without headphones or anything, and my computer is on the other side of a wall from my husband watching television, so I had the volume turned down pretty low. Well, I thought I heard the beep beep sound of you caught a fish, but actually it was a bird chirping. And I sit with my finger on my mouse, and I have a twitchy finger sometimes. So when I heard that bird twitch, I clicked, and it wasted everything. It wasted my bait. It wasted everything. As you can see, we are getting all this trash. We've caught exactly 1 fish out of this lake. So I'm thinking that can't be a coincidence that the 2 times that I've fished in this lake, I've caught all this trash. It's like, oh my gosh, it's just trash, trash, trash. And it's wasting my bait. It's wasting my bobbers. It's like, ugh, I was not happy. But, you know, if I can get fish, I mean, I'm trying to fish for money. And so, you know, I'm thinking, okay, how much trash can one person get in one fishing outing? I also thought that I'd hang out of that trash if I could, as long as I have room, because you can recycle that trash. As I also noticed, there was some of these sweet berry, or these whatever they were, sweet peas. And I thought maybe if I change my location, instead of fishing off the dock, maybe fish from the side, and green algae. So I'm really debating my decision to come down here. It's such a colossal waste of time and resources. Seriously? I don't know why I'm still here. Ugh. And enough is enough. Okay, goodbye, lake. I don't know if I'll ever see you again. Or, yeah, a lake. Because that was just a colossal waste of my time and resources. So we're going to go somewhere else. Down below here is the river, and I thought maybe we should go down to the river. And in the meantime, let's pick up some more of these. These sweet peas make decent gifts for most people. So I thought, well, we'll just hang on to those. We'll make friends soon, so let's come down to the river. There. We got a hit on the first one. It says perfect. So what do we get? We got a perfect rainbow trout. We got an iridium quality rainbow trout. Now that's significantly better. So that's a good price fish to stick in our shipping bins. I was very happy about that. And another hit. All right. Now we are cooking. So I'm serious. That is twice now that I've gone to that lake. I mean, those of you that fish that lake, why don't you tell me if that was just 2 unlucky trips in that lake, or if you seriously get more trash in that lake than you do fish. Because I mean, that's twice. I'm unlikely to do that anymore. I don't like to waste my time, especially when we need money. I'm fishing for money, specifically. If I'm looking for some kind of fish that has to be caught in a lake, that's one thing. But fishing for money, that, it's just wasting resources. I understand if I'm just trying to look for a particular fish that I may miss it a few times. But to that percentage of trash compared to how many times I throw my rod in the water, I don't know about that. So anyway, what I'm doing is eating this algae. I don't want to throw it in the trash, and it's bringing my energy up a little bit, just a little, 13 each time. But it's not wasting because I can fish longer if I got my energy up. As you can see, your energy does go down when you fish, slowly. But the algae brings it back up, and I can fish a little longer than I would. And I'm really happy with what's happening. Now we're into the breams, and that was a iridium quality bream, highest you can get. So I was very happy about that. So changing my location was a good choice. And I don't care what kind of fish I'm catching. I care the quality of the fish I'm catching. And there's my tackle ran out, and I got a gold star chub. And it says my tackle wore out. And I'm down to one bait. Ugh. I hate that. So we're going to have to make a trip soon and to kill some more of those bug things. Oh, be careful here. We kill some more bug things so we can make some more bait, because I don't like fishing without bait at all. So what do we got? All right. Nice pike there. Oh, and our treasure chest gave us 6 copper. All right, we are making some progress. Look at all this iridium quality fish. Beautiful. That's what we want, because we want the money. I'm bummed that we don't have any bait. Not sure what to do about that. But we've got the bobber, our cork bobber, which makes our bar bigger, so that's a good thing. And we are waiting and waiting and waiting. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right, a bream. Nice, nice, nice. Fill the bag with fishies. It's only 8 p.m. Now, I've told you many times in previous episodes, I do not like being out after dark. And the reason is I cannot see my screen very well. Sometimes some things don't matter as much, other things do. Sitting here fishing, I'm okay for a while to stay here and fish. Nice another chub there. Oh, an iridium quality one. That's very cool. So I don't mind that as much. And I know that other people, they play until they drop literally on the ground and fall asleep. I just don't. I role play it, meaning I don't go out at night very often. I can't see to drive very well, so I just don't go out very often at night. So that bleeds over. My real life bleeds over into my games often. I do wear my hair in a bun like that. Sometimes I have really long gray hair, and I put it in a bun in the summertime. I know my husband hates it because it says it makes me look old. But so there's a lot of things that bleed over into my games of my real life, and not being out after dark is one of those things. So obviously I don't mind. I've got my glow ring on around me so I can see around me. But if I was just out wandering around, I don't like it. I don't like it. So this is easy. I'm right next to home. I'm just trying to fill my pack up with fish before I go home, even though I don't have any bait. So I'm happily, oh good. We're just, this river was so much a better choice for changing location. So yes, what do we got? Now we're getting another chods. We're getting all kinds, we're getting really good quality fish. I mean, yay. That's more money for us. The faster we can get to 50,000, the faster I'll be happy. And that's assuming we don't have any more expensive expenditures that come up that we don't realize, that I don't remember. I don't know if I've got to have another expenditure beside. There was another click where I heard a bird and thought it was the chirp thing. Pay attention. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. So I don't know what I don't remember if there's any expenditures between now and a 50,000 gold farmhouse upgrade. I don't remember. I hope not. I had forgotten completely about the pig, which was like 16,000 for that pig. So we'll see. Hopefully not. I don't know if we have to upgrade any of our tools. You saw the upgrade cost. It cost us 10,000 gold to upgrade our pickaxe. But I didn't want to leave that meteorite sitting there, and it was bugging me. Like, okay, let's do it. I probably should have just waited, because we do have that house upgrade, and I would have had enough by now if I had an upgrade. Almost enough. No, I would be short, way short. But we got a long way to go to 50,000. But as long as we keep at it and we keep doing things like two extra mayonnaise machines, and maybe we'll put in some more preserve jars and casks or kegs so that we can make more wines. Those things, you know, again, in the beginning of the game, you're selling everything that you have, because that's all the only way to make money. And then as you progress, you can start doing things like making these kegs, making these preserve jars, and processing your produce and your fruits and vegetables and things. Processing them makes more money. So while you have to wait until they process, you make a lot more money from them. So that's how you progress in the game as far as making more and more money. And we're going to move towards that now that we have more mayonnaise. What I was doing is saying, okay, how many of these do I have? How many of those do I have? What quality of this do I have? And let's get these sold. While I would like to hang on to them, I need the money more. So money, money, money. So that's what I was doing here. And I'm sorry for a little bit of a rough throat that I have today. I've been, I went through 6 weeks of bronchitis, so I couldn't record at all. And now it's like I talk too much. Plus, I have seasonal allergies. I swear I have seasonal allergies 3 seasons out of the year. So anyway, look at all the goodies we can pop in here. Yeah, all that stuff trash you won't get anything for, but I'm just getting it out of my pack. And 2 strawberry wines. So awesomeness. So I was very happy about that. And I was trying to remember, it's a summer flower. It's a summer forageable. And I couldn't remember where I thought I had some, but I couldn't remember where I would put them. Not in the fruit container. I was trying to figure it out, and I couldn't remember. I thought I had some, but maybe I had given them all away. A lot of the forageable flowers are good gifts to give people, and they, as far as not hating them. You don't want to give away those hated gifts, i.e. Abigail. So it's late. It's time to go to bed. Let's see what we got for our efforts. Nice. Nice. 4,300. Look at those. Strawberry wines were 360 each. So that was good. And the fishing, look at all that. Nice. Very, very nice. You know, even a chub is 125, and that's kind of a very basic fish. So cool. 43.79. That takes us in the 5th day of summer of year number 2. And it brings our gold up to almost 16,000. And I don't have any quests that we're currently working on. Well, we don't have any strange objects running around that Harvey decided to order. He fed all the farm animals. That means he did the cat bowl. I think I'll give him a gift there. He says, a nice gift. He liked it, so that's good. And we are at 11 hearts with Harvey, so that's good. Things are growing nicely. Hello, red cabbages. And grab our stuff to do our morning things. We don't have to water the cat bowl. That's cool. Thanks, Harvey. I love he says I fed and watered the animals. I mean, what else? He would not water any other. It was funny. It's a funny comment because you can't have any more than one pet on your farm. So it didn't make any sense to me. And he certainly didn't milk the cow. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? And no milk from Nanny. Again, just running around, holding down my right mouse button. I play on PC. And making sure I didn't miss. I did. I had missed one of my dinosaurs. The dinosaurs blend into this grass so much you can't see them. So let's go see if I can stop trying to milk the door. Click the right button. Jeez Louise. And grab our... I'm not going to do any more cheesemakers right now because we don't have any more enough animals that are giving us stuff to keep them full. Whereas we have plenty of eggs to keep these mayonnaise machines going. So put an egg in and let's see what we got here. Just trying to decide which eggs do I want to use. That's regular mayonnaise from regular eggs. So what that means, the white and the brown eggs are the same. The difference is going to be duck eggs and the dinosaur eggs as far as and what I was trying to move this chest. I'm going to have to look and see. I thought you just bump into it like that and it moves, so I don't know. It's a button I probably need to hit, or a button I need to hit to move it. So for, right now I thought, well, to heck with it. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go put this machine and get it over here. That way I can run by them and fill them really quickly, especially if I have one particular kind of egg. So we'll see. I did a variety. I did a duck egg, and I think I did a brown egg and a white egg. So I'm very excited that we now have got 3 mayonnaises each day that are cranking along for us. Let's check in here. Hello guys. I'm just saying good morning to my beautiful little plants. You will see what those are soon. One of them you've already seen. So put our stuff away and fill that chest. Oh, look at that. Yes, yes, yes. That goat cheese, oh my gosh. That's really a valuable item. We gotta get more goats. Now, here's how we get more goats. The different barns that you get, and this one that I currently have included, your animals have opportunity for spontaneous pregnancy. So the goat or the cow could give us a new goat or the cow, and you'll get a note that a baby goat or a baby cow has been born. So we don't need to buy anymore. We could, but we can wait and get them for free if we just are patient. And I don't know, it's a random thing that happens. So, it's not like the coop where I put an egg in the incubator and we know we're going to get a chicken or a duck or a dinosaur. So the cows and the goats will give them to us spontaneously. Now, if you don't want them to have new babies, it's a setting. When you double click one of your animals, it shows you how many hearts you have. There's also a little icon there for allowing pregnancy, automatic pregnancy, and both of those are turned on right now. So I really don't want another cow, but if I got one, I would raise it to adulthood and then I would sell it. And that's one way to make money. That's completely free. As opposed to, you can see how much the other ones cost. That pig was $16,000. It still irks me we have to do that because I don't like the pigs. I don't like their sounds and their snort noises. I also hate searching around for the truffles. But as you saw in the community center, you've got to have a truffle to complete the community center. It's not an optional thing where I could pick something else. I have to have a truffle. So that's why we have a pig. When we're done with the pig, go bye-bye pigs. I tried the pig farming, and I know some people absolutely love it. I've seen playthroughs where people are filling their barns with pigs. I will not be doing that. They annoy me. So I fill my barns with other things that I find more fun. Right here I'm checking the heart levels of the various people. I'm going to work down my list because on the list they are in order of their heart level with you. So I want to make sure that I have a at least 5 heart level with a number of the villagers. So I'm going to be working towards that. So that's why you saw me. I picked up some sweet peas and I grabbed, I think that's a blackberry. Those are normally safe gifts to give people so that they like them at least. Most of the loved gifts in the game for certain people are cooked foods, and since I don't really cook foods at this point, I'm looking for light gifts So if I wanted to speed that process up, I would find out what cooked foods that different people like, and I would run around and make sure they got them. But that's not how I work. I just work on a slow, basis. I really want to make really good friends here with Robin, and so I have to run around the edge there, talk to her a couple times, and give her one of these. I'm going to go with the sweet pea, and she said it's really nice, so she liked it. And let's see where we're at. And Pam's 5, Robin's 5. Jodi's another person we want to try to race up, and Marnie and Haley. And Linus. So I was making a list in my head. Those are the people I want to try to see today, if I can, and give them those gifts and hopefully get those hearts up as much as possible. Here's sweet little Linus. I just adore sweet little Linus. And he says it's a great gift. I don't know if he loves it or not. I didn't look, but at least he didn't hate it or say, "Oh, how rude," or something. I'm going to avoid Abigail for a while longer, my nemesis. And I want to be careful. I don't want to give something by accident because I'm really trying to seek out specific people. And that is because, like I said, they're in order on your list of their heart levels. And so I want to make sure that I'm hitting the right people. What does she want? Oh, she wants a jade. Jodi wants a jade. So I'll get 600 for the jade, and it'll increase my relationship with Jodi. So that's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run by the house real quick and go get a jade, and then I got to go find Jodi. So I can give Jodi both the jade that she's asking for, and that will increase our relationship. I could also give her a gift, one of these other gifts that I have. Wrong chest. I could give her one of these gifts that I have, and so that's going to increase our relationship. So again, you saw that's another reason why I hang on to the minerals and things, because occasionally they're a quest item. So, I mean, you could really get detailed about that and search the wiki and find out what are the most requested items. And keep a lot of those. I don't bother. I just keep usually 5. At this point, I'm keeping usually 1 or 2 of each item. Eventually, I'll keep 5, and maybe some point I'll keep 10. It just depends. Right now, we need the money more than we don't. More than we need to keep the items. What I did is I pulled up my map, and if you hold your mouse over the various houses, it tells you who lives there. This is Jodi's house. A lot of times she's in that kitchen there, and so she wasn't. So I went, okay, where is Jodi? There's another one of those sweet peas. So grab that. But Jodi's she's a person I am seeking out because I want to give her a jade and a gift today that will significantly increase our relationship. Sometimes Jodi's in here. Abigail. Hi, Abigail. I'm going to avoid you. A lot of times she's in here doing training classes and stuff. She wasn't, so I thought, well, all right. Where is she? She's not anywhere else in town. It's not time for people to be in the bars. She doesn't normally hang out down here, I don't think. So I wasn't sure where she might be. Again, if you want to know where somebody is and you don't want to look around town and fuss over it, you can go to the wiki and you can search for the person's name, and you will find them where they are at certain times of the day. Certain days of the week, certain times of the day, certain seasons, and sometimes it depends if it's rainy or not. So I thought, well, maybe she'd be in here. But I did need to see Marnie anyway, so I thought I'd pop in, say hi to Marnie, and give her a gift. Somebody sweet on you? I don't know. There. All right. Now we gotta find Jodi. Jodi. Where is Jodi? That's Leah's house down there. So what I did off camera to kind of save you pain and agony is I did go ahead and check the wiki on where Jodi is about 3:50 p.m. on Friday in the summertime, not on a rainy day. And I looked it up to find out where she was at. And apparently she's at JoJo Mart until 5 o'clock, I think it was. So that's how I found out where she was at. And let's give hate. Oh no. I gave her something she didn't like. Like, oh my gosh. Who doesn't like blackberries? There's Pam. So let's see if we can take our chance with her. Give her a gift. You did good with this one, kid. Who are you calling kid? It's weird playing a game as a senior. Weird. Okay, so let's go in here, and there she is. There she is. First thing I want to do is I want to give her a gift. So she was happy with that. Now I want to give her the jade, and she goes, all right, so cool. We just really, we should have increased that relationship. 600, look at that, for a jade. Good job. All right, let's look. All right, Jodi now has 5 stars. She had 4 before. So, all right, we're making progress with our peeps. That's good. So my first goal is to try to get as many people as I can. I haven't decided how many, 8, 10 maybe, to have 5 stars. And then we'll kind of go from there. And it's easier to work from the top down than it is to start at the bottom and work up, especially because I'm under a time constraint for a reason I don't want to tell you. So, well, hello there. How you doing, Caroline? It is a fine looking day. Would you like a sweet pea? Yes, I'm sure. Look at me running around town with my sweet pea. Checking my list, though, I noticed Emily, she was up to 6 hearts. So that's cool. Again, as far as I know, unless you do something stupid, you don't lose hearts with people. If you don't, they don't have to maintain these relationships after you get them up all the way. They stay there, except for your spouse. Your spouse, you're going to have to continually keep that relationship going. Oops. All right. Just along the way as I was heading for home, it's like, okay, I can give these people these gifts along the way. So sweet pea seems to be mostly a safe gift to give people so that you don't hurt your relationships. Again, as I've started to mention and interrupted my own self, your spouse, you need to maintain a relationship with them. And it's super easy to do. Once you find out what they like or love, you just give them 1 or 2 a week. You talk to them every day. You make sure you give them gifts on their birthday, because that gives you like 2 hearts. If you give them a loved gift on their birthdays, you get like 2 hearts. Check out my stuff here. It's all growing really nicely. Nothing's ready yet, of course. Red cabbages. Come on, red cabbage. What I'm doing is looking where I put this stuff away. It's like, where am I going to put this stuff? Where does it go? And so, obviously, the blackberries go there. They're a fall forageable. The sweet peas driving me crazy because I swear that I had sweet peas somewhere. And I'm looking, and if you see them and I still miss them, you got to tell me, because it was driving me bonkers. That's the winter chest. Obviously, wouldn't go there. So, I have no idea. It's a summer forageable, right? So, in theory, it probably ought to go in that summer chest right there. But I really thought that I had some somewhere already, and I was trying to find them. It's like, nope, just losing my ever-loving mind. That's all. And I have 1 in my inventory. So I decided it's 7:20 p.m. I thought, let's go fishing again. And I have that wild bait. I really was thinking about that wild bait. I am almost positive that I've never used wild bait before. Almost positive. And what it said on the description is that it gave you the possibility or a chance to get 2 fish on 1 cast. So I thought, well, what do I have to lose? Because I don't have any other bait. I don't want to go hunting for bugs in the mine to get the other bait right in the present moment. And I thought, what the heck? Let's just give it a try and see how we do. So help me remember that we've got 16,400 is what we have before we go to sleep tonight. So let's go fishing and see what happens. We had some pretty daggone good luck here in the river. So I'm thinking that this might be a good spot to see what we can find. And let's check out this wild bait compared to our regular bait, which I am just not sure what the regular bait does for you. I really do need to look it up. Ooh, a treasure chest. So get that green bar way up. Go get the treasure chest. What? No. Stay on there, dude. Stay on there. There you go. We're in there now. So anyway, I need to look up the regular bait and what it does. Look at that. I got 2 fish first cast, and they were both gold, and I got a treasure chest. Oh my goodness. Now that is a great way to start a night fishing, don't you think? I was very excited about that. So, and by the way, just so you know, I don't like fishing in real life. I hate it. I don't like touching any of it. I don't like fish anyway. I don't eat fish. I'm one of those people. I don't eat any kind of fish except for lobster. That's not a fish. But I don't like fish. I don't like touching it. I don't like fishing. So, but having said that, I don't mind fishing in certain games. So like I told you before, playing a game right now, a new game that has fishing in it, and I actually like fishing in it. It's like become one of my favorite things. So it's very interesting. Hate it in this game, love it in a different game. So what I did was I accidentally clicked twice, once to click off the fish, and then I clicked again by accident, and it put my fish in my bobber in the water. So again, I had my volume down really low, so hopefully I don't make that mistake too many times. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, that is so cool. Now I gotta go research that. I mean, look at that. In a relatively short period of time, we got 6 fish. And that's, I think twice that was double fish, and let's see, twice it was double fish, and then singles now 3 times. So that is so cool. I don't know. We gotta think about that. Again, I'll have to research and see what regular bait does. I don't know if it makes my bar any bigger. I can't tell by looking at it, so I don't know. But so anyway, we had free wild bait. Look at that, 2 breams. Now the quality isn't so good. We really want iridium quality, and I don't know if that affects it at all. Oh, a treasure chest. Temptation is right there. Don't lose the fish for the treasure chest. Oh, I'm so happy when it moves together. It's like, oh, good. I don't have to freak out about it. 1 fish, but we got the treasure chest, which is, 2 topaz and 4 copper ore. I like that. Cool beans. Alrighty. So far I'm really happy. So I'm not getting the iridium quality fish that we were getting before. I don't know if that's a luck thing. I'm not sure, since I don't really pay attention to luck anymore. So that may have something to do with it, but I am liking the double fish for sure. And we did it again, and they were iridium quality, so awesome. So that's going to really help our pockets. And it's getting a little bit late, but it's like, I don't want to quit yet. With these double fish, this is kind of cool. Treasure chest again, awesome. So double fish and a treasure chest. And it is something we already have. It's an artifact that we already had, so that's fine. We'll put it in our extra artifact chest to hang on to it. Artifacts, once you turn them into the museum, they are worth absolutely nothing to sell. And I don't know if they get used for anything else. I missed the treasure chest. Bummer. So I don't know if they get used for anything, but I'm hanging on to them anyway, because it's not worth it to sell them, and if they are useful for anything, then I will have them. Again, the hoarding problem with Stardew Valley fans. Look at that. 2 pikes, and they were iridium quality pikes. Now I'm feeling better about this double fish thing, so I don't know. I'll get back to you on that, on whether or not we're going to switch to wild bait. Yeah, we can craft it, I think. Oh, double breams, and the bait's gone. So it's like, okay, it's 11:30. It's 11:30 at night. I decided that we're going to call it a night. I think that was a good fishing trip. I think it was only 4 hours, and look at all those fish. So cool. I was very happy with that. So we'll see. We'll see if I start changing my mind on the baits. I honestly don't remember using the wild bait. So we'll see. That for fishing for money, that's very tempting. And I didn't even check, so I just put them all in there. Put that in there. All right. No, let's don't try to throw our fishing rod. Let's try to open that. Yeah, we already had one of those already, so we have two, so it doesn't matter. We're going to keep putting them there. We also got those topaz. Let's see, I already had 7, so I said, you know what, let's take those extra out, and we're going to sell those. Kind of organizing myself here in my brain. Don't do it. Don't do it. I hate it when I put that in the wrong place. All right, put our fishing rod away. You're done for the night. And we've got 2 jars of cauliflower done. And so put all that away. Grab a couple of cauliflowers, throw them in the preserve jars. And so between the fish and the 2 pickled cauliflowers, and of course our other things that we popped in there, we should have a pretty good amount of money to get us to where we need to go. So we're at 16,000 now, so we'll find out. So this is going to end our day here. Oh, look at that, level 9 fishing. We can make magnets and seafoam pudding, so that's awesome. We only have 1 more level to go on the fishing, so that's so cool. So with our efforts there, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. So that's the mayonnaise is $3.24, duck mayonnaise $4.50. So that's fantastic. So I wanted to show you the difference in the mayonnaise that we get there. So our catch for the day, look at all those fish. That's beautiful. And so those gradient fish really make a difference. So our total for the night was $74.90. So that is fantastic. So that brings us up much closer to where we want to be. And so with that, we're going to head into day 6 of Summer a Year or Two on the next episode. Thank you for following along. I really appreciate you on this journey. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, the most important thing is that I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.